Hello. How's everyone doing? We are live, I assume. Hope so. Yeah, looks fine. Hello, eggs. How you doing? I think it's been a while since I saw you last time. What have you been up to? It's a cute emote. Making sure I have everything set up. Yeah, it looks fine. Been busy? Yeah. That's how life goes, ups and downs. A lot of busy times, though. Any progress on your game? What was the last time we talked? Was it the save option you're working on? Or you finished? Or at least a section of it you finished. I can't remember fully. People like, I can't even remember sometimes what I had for breakfast. So, happened a few weeks ago or a week ago. Kind of blurs out. Let's see. Well, I'm glad you're here either way. Whether or not I can remember things that happened or not. Oh, God. It's been such a busy day today, too. Oh, I'm kind of slow, but we'll see. Yeah, I finished say stuff, and I made a full season system that works with UDS. Oh, nice. So you have at least 4 seasons. I guess it's only 4 seasons, but it's a game. You can have as many as you want. That's cool. And what does that mean for you, like milestone-wise, with the game? Is there a lot of functions, features you want to add, or do you feel like you're reaching or can see the goal, the finish line? Why? But for some reason, I'm offset. My camera seems to be moving on me without me knowing. Hello, Liar Max, or is it Ire Max? Liar, Ire. Did I ever ask you that last time? Because it's all lowercase, isn't it? Liar. Okay, there you go. Liar Max. There you go. Welcome. How you doing? What have you been up to? That's also a cute emote. That's nice. Let's see. Ghost. Well, I have always wanted seasons and will help me regulate plants you can get as well. Animals that you can hunt. All right, that's cool. I'm going to tie seasons to tags. All right. Awesome. Liar. Doing good. Just playing some chess. Ooh, nice. Chess is one of those things I've always thought that I should get into, but I never got around to it. I know the basic rules, but it's probably been like 20 years since the last time I played it, which kind of tells you how much I really want to get into it. You love chess? Yeah. I've been following a few. I guess for some reason I feel like chess has become more prevalent within at least the streaming and YouTube community the past maybe 3 or 4 years. It started out with Magnus becoming more of a YouTube famous thing. Then I've seen a lot more streamers start to play chess. I think the weirdest thing I've seen was 2 streamers. Well, there's actually a tournament of streamers. But in the end, there was 2 left, and they did. Is it called box chess? Where you box between chess rounds? It's really weird. Like I said, as if it's not hard enough. Let's add some boxing and hit each other. Foolish. Fun foolish, but foolish. You're trying to get 3D printed to make sure. Okay. I was in chess club in high school, so yeah. Well, if you're a geek, you're in the right place. Although I do not have my own 3D printer and I wasn't in the chess club, but what kind of geek was I during high school? I might have been not really a sports jockey. I think that's the term I'm looking for. But I did play sports. I didn't play the jockey sports. I played golf. So I can't really say I'm not a geek. Because this wasn't really that physically hard, although tiring, because you had to play for like 10 hours straight, but And the Computer Geek, there you go. Yeah. Well, there's also something I'm not going to say I can be, because I can't really tell you the difference between a lot of the components in my computer. I know they work. That's all I know. And I kind of know some math, but that's pretty much it. So trying to figure out what type of geek I will be, or is, I should say. Don't know. Maybe it'll come to me. Right, and another reason I just mentioned it earlier, I'm kind of low on energy. Today was a rough day at work. Not rough as in stressful, but we had this big thing that demanded like 5 hours of call on Slack. So it's like we were sitting there talking for like 5 hours, and that just drains you of energy. But I also was out with my brother yesterday, had a few drinks. So this morning I kind of overslept a bit. Just a little bit. I didn't get much sleep. Such a dumb thing. It was fun. I haven't talked to my brother in a few months, or not that's harsh. A few weeks, at least face to face. We used to at least call and Discord stuff, but face to face, that's nothing. But yeah, that was fun. We had some buffalo wings, really strong ones, or spicy, I should say. And about, I guess, 4 or 5 beers. It's enough. It is enough by now that I'm really messed up afterwards. Shouldn't be, but I am getting old. But it's probably a good thing. Shouldn't drink too much. And that's kind of what's happened since last time. Not really much else. So let's talk about what I want to do today, though. So last time, well, not yesterday, but 2 days ago, we were, I think we were actually chatting more than I was actually working, which was a lot of fun. So I liked that. The chat was kind of actually really up to it. We were talking with at least 4 or 5 people, so that was fun. But I was also trying this new, should I call it texturing technique? I guess so. I saw it on a YouTube video where the guy used solid colors in like small sections on one single texture. We added gradients to each solid, so you would have a dark part of the solid color and the brighter part, and that really helped with adding like some fake lighting. I can actually open it so we can look at it. It was kind of fun. So we got this, and between talking with chat, which was like 90% of my stream last time, I was able to do this fairly easy because it was just grabbing my UVs from a certain view and then just scale it into place. So my UVs looks like a mess. It's an absolute mess. But considering the results, I'm kind of happy with it. So we'll see. We might use this in the game. Though I also want to try cell shading. I think that could be fun to try. And that might be what we do today. Apart from, I probably need to at least finish one more model today before anything else, because I'm a bit behind schedule. Not too far, but. So yeah, that's going to be today's schedule, and you can see it on my right side. But I'm flipped on monitor, but it is on my right side, I swear. The goal is a new asset and some cell shading. That's the goal for today. So without further ado, I think we should just get started and pick the next assets we should optimize or look at, whatever you want to call it. And I need to figure out what our list was. So let's see. I have it somewhere. Right? Or didn't I? Oh, there we go. Okay, we should go with the squat rack. That sounds good. And that is, where are you? Is it this one? Or is that Smith machine? That's a Smith machine. This is the squat rack. I don't like this squat rack. I think I want to change it completely. But we're going to use it for size ref. We're going to pass this out. or export it. That's what it's called. Equipment. Where are you? You should be here somewhere. There we go. All right. Let's see. And export Blender new. Let's go with that. And import. See what happens. All right. And this one needs to be swapped around. Transforms, is it fine? Yes, all right. And let's add that to a new collection. Let's call it backup for now. Right, so what I need is a better reference than this one. So we need a new ref. What is it called? It's called a squat cage? I think it is. Yes, that's more like it. We don't need this. Yeah. All right, let's go with the pure ref. Oh, I didn't swap. There we go. Professional streamer. Hello, Cobbler. Are you done with your stream? I saw you were live. Yo, how you doing? What have you been up to today? I saw you were streaming for like 4 or 5 hours. What's going on? I saw you just before I went live. Anything fun? Perhaps updates to your stream setup? There we go. Ooh, prison cell, cool. That, well, you said finish some parts, so I'm assuming it's still a work in progress, or do you have something to show, like a teaser? Perhaps that was part of the last thing we looked at, the short. Was that part of was the prison cell part of that? Let's see, we need to import the new feet or the old feet. Where is the bench? Let's go with this one. Yes, perfect. Oh, that's the bench press. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. It's for my green screen project. Well, that's very formal of you, and thank you. Makes me feel really old, but okay, it's for my green screen project. Oh, that's cool. Oh, now that I noticed, this one should probably be turned back. Yeah. I need... Let's see, I need these. Oh, okay. Let's see, how should I do that? Discord. Can I do it that way? Or I don't have my phone with me. Do you have the invitation in your about page? It might be easier for me to go that way because this just opens either with my browser or a separate window. It would be easier if I had Discord launched, I guess. Oh, don't need to see that part. No, don't need to see that. There we go. Doesn't seem to work for me. It just gives me like a no text channels. Unfortunately. Yeah, let's try that one. Oh, no, okay. Well, I'm getting accepted with this name. All right, cool. Let's go with that. Awesome. I need to do something else before I can move on. And that is... I can never figure this out. How do I do that again? Oh, there you go. That's the one. 1 second. Need to fix this. I can't change my per server profile. That makes no sense, does it? I swear it's just going to take a second. Just give me a moment. Why is it that I can't change the server nickname? I don't have permission. Okay, fair enough. Am I waiting for something? You gave me a ton of work. No, don't worry about it. All right. I need to... Wait, so how does this work? I need to pick read rules because I'm only on get started on the first section yet. Yeah, okay. I don't know why, but the rules are not showing for me. And I can't progress with my get started stuff. Huh. How weird. Do I need to add something to the... Do I need to message in the chat or something? Yeah. I might have to look that later on. But yeah, I'm part of your Discord now, by the way. So yeah, I'll have a look later. Right now, I kind of need to get this one going. And we need to make this. So I have 2 goals today, and that is to make one more. Okay, I'm just going to double check that part. I can see 2 things, and that is invite a friend. Okay, and add your first app. That's what I can see. There's no rules in the rules channel, so I think I need to do a few more things. we can fix it later on. I'm in the chat list or in the channel or server, so we can fix it later on. Right now, let's see. I should probably also steal something else from this one. Let's also steal this one. Yeah. And let's select all of these, delete the rest. And add you to the center so we can... I should probably apply this though. Let's smooth this. Yeah, I think that's good enough. What are you? Can I add you to the center? I can. There you go. Perfect. Looking at this part, we need that bottom thing, whatever we want to call it. Let's start with that. Ooh, is that going to work? Probably something along these lines. Add a right. There we go. Perfect. Right. Is that a bit large? No, I think it looks fine. It might look weird. There's no feet on the other side, so I might have to add feet to the other side. So how should we do that? How about this? How about this? We move these parts back. Then we grab this part and move it. That kind of works. I think that works. And let's save this before we move on. Oh. Hey, Pounds, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm a bit low on energy because I was out drinking yesterday and today was a big day at work. But otherwise, I'm fine. So what are you up to? Yes, it's been a while since I had a drink, so I'm a bit rusty, but it feels good. And some buffalo wings, which was nice. Today we are. 1 second, I'm just gonna need to type and do it while I'm talking at the same time. I'm gonna save that part. Well, the goal today is to finalize this squat rack. I need at least one new model in, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm slightly behind, at least my personal schedule. So I want that, and I want to also try to experiment a bit with cell shading, because these materials I've been testing with, although cool, although fun, I'm not sure if that's what we're going for. So we're going to test some cell shading. It's a bit, that's a lot to say. Good, just at lunch working on some props. You're lunching and working on props at the same time? Multitasking, cool. Hi. Well, good luck with that. And is it like 3D props, or are we talking about props for live stuff? Because that could also be cool. 3D, yeah. Question: should I have the vertical bars, or pillars, what you want to call them, combined with the lower parts as if they were welded together, or should I have them separate by adding these bracers, what do you want to call them? I'm leaning towards welding. And I'm not looking forward to doing all of these holes. You want to do it separate? Yeah, we could. I think it could be quite easy to do them welded, because I would just add some loops and then extrude straight up. I'm just thinking what could be most interesting to look at. If there's some extra details at the bottom, that could be interesting. But at the same time, we're so far away from these assets, so I'm assuming no one's going to notice, as you pointed out, but for another reason. I think it could be fun if it's welded. Separate could be easier, though. How about this? We do separate, but we make the vertical stuff combined, and that the foot of the cage, we make that separate. I think that could be nice. Leg day? Well, not for me, but someone has to do it. And it's not going to be Beam, but I'm just going to make the torture device. But the squat rack doesn't have to be leg day, just to point that out. I usually do deadlifts. I can do, what would you call them? Overhead presses, which is really nice. I love those, but it's been a while. Mostly because I try not to do compound exercises more than squats and deadlifts nowadays. Well, actually, I do one more. I do stiff-legged deadlifts. Well, is that really? Yeah, that will be compound stuff. Yeah. Since I'm also training the back and the back of my legs, which is that the hamstring? Yes, right? That's the hamstring. I'm pretty sure it's the hamstring. We do squats almost every day. That's rough. I would never do that. No. Unless it's really light weights. But from what I know about CrossFit, you don't really go light. You don't go heavy, but you don't go light either. Because compound exercises, you just build up fatigue. After like 2-3 weeks, your body, even though you don't really feel tired, you are tired. Because it just doesn't go away if you do it every day. So let's see. Let's grab these two. That was a long time ago and a long time back. And I can lift a quarter of what I used to, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. It's the age thing. Don't like it. Let's see, how far up should we go, though? God, I don't know how tall our characters are. That's a problem. I probably should go taller than this thing. Which is, how tall are you? 1.1 meters. That's not really tall, is it? Let's do, I don't know, 0.5. Yeah. You want to go 2 meters? I'm also trying to adjust to the size of everything else. I mean, the bench press. That's roughly the bench press. 1.8. Yeah, that's the average human height. I think the Unreal Mannequin is 1.85. But I'm not sure, though, but I think our characters will be smaller, although we could adjust that. Okay, let's go with 1.8. Yeah, let's go with that. These things can always be changed. So, no big deal if it's not perfect. The bridge tool. Where was that again? Oh, I've already forgotten. Wait, where is it again? Is it in here somewhere? Where are you? Oh, was it right click? Oh, there we go. Loop tools bridge. There you go. The reference can go up to 2.16. Okay. Well, actually, now they say it because we're going to have the rack. People, all right, that makes sense. Though looking at the width of it, reference image, I probably should make it even wider. Looking at it. Okay. Let's start with that. Because if we make it taller than this, let's make it even wider. And let's make it, you said 0.16. So let's add another, what, 30? That's tall. Let's see. Oh, you even got it. All right. Well, that 216 is with that, whatever that, I think it's some kind of chin up, pull up thing. Okay. So let's keep it to 2 meters for now. You got another one? 2.9. I'm going to keep it to 2 meters for now. See what that gives us. I might make it deeper, or what you want to call it. Like, there we go. Yeah, I think so. Let's go with that. As I've mentioned, we can change these at another time. Let's also do that. There we go. Does feel quite tall and big, but that might be for what we want. Now that I feel like these bars are too thin, though. Oh, we got some ads incoming. I think that I want to make them thicker, and we're going to do that after the ads. It's only 30 seconds left. I could probably do it, but I don't want to rush. So we're going to make these thicker, but we're going to weld them to the bottom. I think if we can have the bottom and the welds or the vertical the same, I think that could look good. Which means I'm going to have to delete these. Well, that's a lot of messages. And usually, so what I've started doing in the past streams while ads are going, I'm not going to do anything inside Blender. But what we could do in the meantime is this. We might not need the ad breaks, so we can hide those, I think. There you go. Yes, I think this is one of my favorite games right now. And I'm starting to get better at it too. But let's go with, I think we could start easy. Let's go with cover art. See what that leads us. Thursday. There we go. Yes, it's Thursday. It's growing on me. Okay, so for the new ones who hasn't seen this before, we're going to guess the game cover art. Oh, the ad break is back. There we go. That's not. There you go. And I'm thinking Journey. Oh, I don't know if it's horror little thing. I don't know. It has some horror-esque feels to it, but I'm thinking Journey. I don't know why. But there's also Little Thing. I'm not sure what that is. That could be like some kind of light source. Let's try. You sure that's the name, Cobbler? I want to try Journey. You're not sure it's the name? Okay. I'm going to try Journey to see what happens. Oh, that's not much else to go by. You forgot the name. We were thinking about the Little Nightmare. Yep. Ooh, actually, how do you say it? 1 or 2. I'm thinking 1. Yep. Let's go with that. No. Ooh, what's that? That's a fist and a gauntlet or bracer. So this is some kind of character. So that's probably the mantle or cape. What's in the background? It looks like space. It's an asteroid or a spaceship. It looks more like an asteroid, probably. I have no idea. Any guesses? Could it be Destiny? No, it's not Destiny, is it? It's not a pirate ship. No. I mean, it could probably be some type of ship, but it looks more like it's in space. And I'm not sure if pirates were leather gloves and bracers. Like metal bracers. This looks like sci-fi stuff. I'm gonna go with Destiny. I don't think it is Destiny, but I'm gonna try it. No. Okay. We got another fist. There seems to be some shoulder pads. That's certainly space debris, I think. A superhero? Could be. Yeah. But which one? I'm stuck. I don't know about that one, Cobbler. But thank you for making that connection. You want to try Superman? Yes, let's try Superman. There's quite a few of them. Or actually, there's only one. Ooh, okay. It wasn't correct, but it's the correct franchise, so it is Superman. Okay, let's, could it be Man of Steel? Okay, so Superman. Oh, it could be the death and return of Superman. I'm not sure why. I think Injustice. Oh, yes. Okay. You want to go for Superman, the other one? Return stuff? Gods Among Us, I can go with that. It looks kind of like he will be the evil Superman. No, I'm leaning more towards the death and return of Superman. The Gods Among Us? Okay. Let's try. You're close, but it's not the correct one. Oh, you mean... Oh, you wanted Super... Okay, I think we're on to Injustice, though. But it's not the one we picked. Should be number 2, then. That's the only option. There we go. Dang. All right. All right. That was fun. GG. Yeah, exactly. I do love this game. Still fun. So for the next ad, we're going to go for the guess one. One more. Now we're going to wait with this one because I want to go with the guess one during the next ad. Because that's what I'm looking forward to. Oh, you actually, let's try character. You were close. You were really close. You almost had it. Let's go with character. The same principle, but this time we need the name of the character from this game franchise. And there's 3 of them, as far as I can tell. But I'm assuming it's this one in the foreground. A Battlefield? Yeah, but which character, though? Still, we need the name of the character. Is there a character from Battlefield that's named? I think COD has a few, but... Yeah, same. This is a harder one. Oh, same with Pounds. Okay, don't know names. But it's an older version, though. It needs to be an older game. I think, because this weapon doesn't look like it has proper PBR material, so I would assume it's a early 2000 game. And there's a few other things that kind of gives me that vibe, but names, I don't know. Could it be like Sergeant something? Smith? No. Only at 10 words. Yeah, that's not impossible. I'm pretty sure this thing right here, the lock mechanism, that's probably a normal map or baked in detail. Doesn't look like it has geometry. Oh, wow. This is really not my wheelhouse. Let's go with Dave. That's a good one. Crazy Dave. No, that's Plants vs. Zombies. PS3, yeah. You know what? I think we could... No, we can't do that yet. I think later on we can... Yeah, search by game, enable after 3 attempts. So I just need 3 attempts. Let's go with Dave. Let's go. Crazy Dave. Oh, this is Resident Evil, isn't it? The one where they are in Africa. No? What's his name? Yeah, I think I'm onto something. Chris? Chris Redfield? No? Oh, boy. No, it wasn't him. But that watch, I feel like that watch and the gloves felt like it would be him. It could be called, but we have one more attempt before we can kind of search for names of games. But I feel maybe Sniper Elites? Or what's the name of the game? Oh, I can't remember. It was kind of controversial because it was the topic they were working with were PTSD and suicide. And it was COD-esque. I think I had 2 words for it. I can't remember right now. I'm kind of stuck. Okay, let's try something else. We have something else. Oh, what's the name of characters from Call of Duty? I just need a single name. Greg. There's no Greg. How about George? No George. Dr. Shortcut, what type of game are you making? Well, at the moment, I'm playing a guess game, but otherwise, I'm working on a gym simulation game, or trying to make some lighthearted fun against towards stereotypes of gym goers, and it's going to be stylized in Unreal Engine, and you're going to have the option to pick which side you want to go for. If you want to have more of a specific stereotype, so you can have a bit more fun with them, or if you want to go with a different type. Cobbler, Dr. Shortcut is a cool name. Yes, it is a cool name. And thank you for being on YouTube, by the way. We also have Twitch. We're streaming towards to Twitch at the same time. So you might not see there, or you're absolutely not going to see their chat, but it is there, but on the Twitch side. So cool you're here. But if you know this character, by the way, if you have his name, it'd be cool if you can help us, because we're stumped right now. I have no idea who it could be. Could it be an Andrew? Anders? Andre? Because we're having a short break right now. We're playing this game. I just need a single name. Henry. No. Oh, Shepard? Well, sure that... Okay. Because the only one that comes up is Mass Effect Shepard. Well, I might have spelled it wrong. Unless it's CH? Or is it just Shep? It doesn't look like... Oh, you're fine. It's fine. I mean, that's one of the better guesses so far. I'm just like really way off. Oh, what else could it be? You know what? Let's just go with Shepard, because we can get some clues. Let's just go with it. It's wrong. Who the hell are you? Okay, so now we can search on Call of. Wait, one more guess. Search by game is enabled, but no. Why? I don't think that is working, is it? Why isn't it? Huh. Wait. Was that the last attempt? I think that was the last one. Who's this? Yeah, I don't know. I think I got it right by searching for a Marcus from Gears of War, but isn't that the main character, the big buff guy? Which game? I don't know. Spec Ops. That's the game I was looking for earlier. So this is Martin Walker from Spec Ops. So how many people do you know about this guy? I have no idea. Right? I heard of the game, but never played it. Oh well. That's that. Let's see if we can get the other one next time. Yes, Pounds, that's kind of my headspace right now. Really. Well, all right. Okay, so back to this then. What was it I said? I wanted to add them to bottom, right? Mm, no, I'm not so sure. 'Cause it feels off somehow. No, I like this more. I think I like this more. Feels more robust somehow. Awesome. One thing we could do just to add details. So we have these things. Let's see if I can show you. So we have these things that are in the corner that should stabilize the entire thing. I think we could add a few thick ones on the side just to add that little extra details. I think that could be nice. So let's do it this way. Let's go with the cube. How did you learn Blender and Unreal? Wow. Where to start? Mostly due to just sitting down and doing it, but it started with me wanting to go to college first and learn how to make games. I went to college for 3 years, didn't really fit me, went back home, just kept working on it. Whatever I did learn at college, I just kept studying. Want to get into a video game high school or college is in Stockholm, Sweden. And it took me about 2 years before I got in. And then it took another 2 years because that was the higher vocational education, which means it's not academic. It's more like do stuff type of college. And after that, I had 2 years working in Stockholm. And then I left and moved to Gothenburg and continued working for another 3, 4 years. And now I am where I am. So I'm still working with it. So my years is mostly practical, just working with it and studying in school. I guess that is some mid level of length of an explanation. Are you curious, Shortcut, of learning, or do you know Blender and Unreal since before, or do you want to get into it? Let's do it this way instead. With pain and suffering, probably. Yeah, well, sometimes, unfortunately, there were some moments where you have to kind of just get through it. It's not always easy. I think that goes for most things in life, right? But yeah, pain and suffering, there were a few parts of it. What do I want to do? Should I have something that kind of goes over the top as if it's keeping this thing up? Or should I just add bolts? Bolts, just pure bolts, yeah. let's do one thing first, and that is I need to transform you over and then over to the other side. Let's see, shortcut. You have done a Unity game dev course. I was doing a Blender course, but was having trouble with Blender. Don't worry. I mean, having troubles with Blender or any type of software is just the usual stuff. And if we can help, we would love to try. If you want to give us some insights as to what you're struggling with, we can try and help you. Unfortunately, not everything can be done over your chat, unfortunately, but we can give it a try. We helped someone last stream. He was having some issues. I think we got through. And he solved it. I'm not sure, though. Let's do it this way. I'm also going to move it down just a bit. Oh, cobbler, by the way, should I add these to the bottom? Make it uniform, or probably even at the front, right? Let's see what it looks like from the front. Not sure? Yeah. Let's just see what it looks like. That would be nice, but I haven't done my Blender course in like forever. I've forgotten the basics. I can recognize that. I've done a few tutorials that I never finished and realized like a year later, oh shit, I probably should have done that, but now I've forgotten most things. It happens. But if you ever had any questions or you think that we can help you, just let us know. We can give it a try. We could. I don't know about this. Someone will hit their feet. Yes, I don't think they have it on bottom. They might have it on the left side, on the sides, but not on the front parts now. But I'm not sold on having them in the front. Hello? Oh. What are you doing now? Oh, that's why. Oh, they do hit them? How? How would you do that? Or do you mean that they have them at the bottom? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, my reference kind of tells me that they are at the bottom too. I think that's just purely there to make it stronger. Yeah. You know, let's add them to the bottom, but not at the front. Let's have them on the sides. Let's flip them in X. Let's see, shortcut. To be honest, I finished this unit course and really wanted to make games, but it's kind of overwhelming and I get distracted very easily. So I need device. You forget a lot? Okay. I mean, I recognize myself in this. Usually what happens in my case is that I take on too much, or I'm trying to keep the entire project in my head at the same time. And what you would do, or I should say what I do in that case, I try to write down everything, or as much as possible, and then just take it one step at a time. You will forget stuff. That's usually what happens. And at that point, you want to either have a documentation or you want to just remember kind of where you found the information. Otherwise, kind of expect to forget a few things, but that is normal. And make things manageable, like break tasks down so that you can finish one task in a day or like in a few hours. Just break it down. So for example, let's take this model as an example. If I felt overwhelmed by this big thing, I might divide it into, I need to create these feet. That's my first task. My next task is to create the bottom rail, then create the top rail, and just continue doing that one step at a time. And it might feel slow, but it's easier that way, because if you feel overwhelmed, you might stop. But this way, you're just going to make progress, slow progress, but it's going to be progress all the same. That's kind of my only way to, and keep your game simple. Also, all right, now I'm jumping a bit here, but I have another recommendation other than breaking stuff down. Don't make your dream game your first game, especially if you're new to games. What you can do, though, is grab parts of that game and make small projects, small games. And once you've done, let's say, 3 or 4 small games, then you can tackle the model load, the one you really want to do, because you will be more confident and you will make a better game afterwards. So that is my recommendation, shortcut. And hopefully that helps a bit. But yeah, I would try that. Cobbler, maybe on the top only front side. Let's see, maybe on the top only front side. Okay, so, I mean, 1 on the side and 2. Okay, so you're thinking you want 2 in the back, is that what you're saying? And 1 on the side, like this, kind of what we have right now. Oh, don't worry about a shortcut, and hopefully it helps. And also, don't be hard on yourself. If you make mistakes, or if you feel like, oh, I can't really do this, just take a breather and just take a step back. You can absolutely do this. It's just time. It's just slow progress rather than speedy sprints. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So just take it easy. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, so Cobbler, your idea is to add in the back. And likely due to what your reference looks like, right? You know what, Cobbler, or anyone else in chat, they have it on the inside. Should I do that instead, rather than have them on the outside? Oh, in here, they seem to be on the outside. But at the top, it looks like they are on the inside. Both side pieces are on the outside. Oh, you're thinking there's one, this small part is an outside piece? Yeah, that looks like you're right. But it's on the inside rather than, oh, sorry, I have it covering this entire part right here, but they have it within the frame. Or maybe not. No, they don't. They don't. They do have it on the outside. Okay, let's keep it with that. And add 1, 2 in the back. Well, thank you, Shortcut. Yes. Well, I'm going to, if I can make a living of it, I'm going to be happy. But thank you for the encouragement. And I hope to have this done within a few months, actually, because we want to make it a fairly short game. It's between a few friends, so we will see. But definitely, yeah, thank you. And also, I'm going to make this thinner. I don't like it as they are right now. That's better. Cobbler, hey, Shortcut. Your name is Shortcut just work with Shortcut. Learn the shortcuts in Blender or in any engine really helps. Yeah, absolutely. So that's not a bad advice. We're going to make this a copy. We're going to delete the back one. Flip this one in Z. I think it's this direction. It's not. That's the one. And Oh, this one should be on the inside. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm not sold on that. No, let's do it this way instead. I might add some very simple bolts and perhaps some cutouts, but I don't know yet. It might be too much. Never say too much, you think so? I'm pretty sure there's a possibility that it could be too much. But this one, I kind of like this. Ooh, Pablo, you know what I should have done? I should have made these into instances of a single one. I feel like if I do that now, I'm going to have problems with it's not going to be in right position. Oh, well, you live and you learn. So how about we do this? Let's delete those. Let's make it a... Where are you? Modifier. Solidify. May then put them back, but smaller or thinner. I'm kind of fond of the thickness right now because we can't make them too thin, because then you're not going to see them. They're really going to be like just pure color, more or less. I'll keep that in mind, though. I want to see where we can go with this first. Thinner, I mean, but length. How are you thinking we should move these parts, like this one towards more to the right and the top one, just make it smaller? Something like this? Yeah, perhaps. That's actually not bad. All right. Yep. Let's go with that. I can work with that. What is the... Here we go. Guessing something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Press B to snap or Alt A. Press B to snap. So if I select these, do I need to be in move tool first, or sorry, do I need to move then B? Oh, what's going on? Something's happening, but it's not snapping to anything. Do I need to also select an axis? It doesn't seem like it's snapping to anything. And then also mention Alt A. Okay, so I have vert selected. Okay, so select them, enable move, press B. Then the goal. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to select like anything. Or I need to click it. Okay, let's do it this way. I'm just going to move these to the side, something like that. Now press G, Y, then B, and then the goal. Nothing happens. I usually go with hold down control. Okay, okay, so they are selected now, all right? Uh, yeah, okay, but they are selected. Then highlight versus then the target. Not sure that what that means. Because if I select anything other than these now, it's just gonna do that. Do I need to press B first? From to, I got the part that is a from to option, but what I'm not understanding right now is where to go from here. Should I just click somewhere in the scene? Or if I press B, I'm just gonna do the weird select thing. I assume I need to have G pressed, then B. I mean, some kind of snap. Oh, wait, could it be I need to select these, then these? Oh, now I got it. Yes. Oh, okay, I got it. I just read what's said down here. Oh, okay, I get it. That's pretty good, actually. I think about it. There we go. No. There we go. B. Select these. Oh. So does this work if I have a different type of snap option enabled? Like if I go with increments? B. Yeah. So let's select these. Oh, I need to. All right. Never mind. There we go. Go. Select. It does. Okay. That's an automatic. That's a shortcut to vertex snap. That's good to know. However, I wouldn't use it if I wouldn't. So it's easy for me right now to have, if I have vertex snaps enabled, then it's easy for me to use control because that's just 2 buttons. But knowing that I can have face or edge or anything else here. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let's also mesh with Alt A. Okay, so select these, Alt A. Oh, the left thing. Right. Right. That's also something I need to remember. Cool. Did I add a solidify? I didn't. Can I do this, by the way? I can. Awesome. Probably should do that before, though. All right, some ads incoming. And I need to grab some more water. So in 30 seconds, I'm going to go grab some water. Ads, yes. Fun stuff. And after that, we can play that guessing game again. And this time, we're going to go for the big hard one and try to figure out what game it is based on some clues. So that could be fun. Well, it's not only could be fun, it is going to be fun. So I'm just going to do this. Let's start with anything. Okay, so the ads are running. Let's just do it this way. That's the first, whatever that is, initial thing. And I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know what's up with... It's probably my stream about stuff. Because now I got the notification that ads are running, but I also have 2 other notifications. I don't know about this. Oh, well. Okay. What do we have? We have a game newer than 2003. Xbox or Mac. Fun. It can also be, what is that? Engage. What is Engage? Or is that what Call of Duty is? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Give it a few more minutes, or at least one. See what happens. Oh, do you think it might be Silent Hill? Sure. Is which one though? Because Silent Hill, at least the first, would be quite old, right? Oh, I don't know. All right, so we do have the new one, which is of course. How about The Room? Let's try The Room. Okay, that gave us nothing. Well, something, I guess. Well, welcome back. I'm not sure if anyone was actually gone, but yeah, welcome either way. Okay, so it's newer than 2004. This one of these likely. It looks like could be action game because that is repeating. It's likely. Does that mean it is a single player or is it? Not sure what this means. Why is it? You want to go for Warcraft? Sure, we can try Warcraft. I'm assuming you want to go for. Ooh, I would say Frozen Throne. Or can it be a expansion? Otherwise, it needs to be this one, Reign of Chaos. And also, when did that come out? It needs to be, no, wait, it can't be Warcraft. Because World of Warcraft came out in 2004 in the US. And Warcraft 3 is older than that. It can't be Warcraft. Well, we might get some clues, so let's try it. Okay, we got one. And it's none of these developers or publishers. And it's likely warfare, apparently. Action warfare, isometric. For Windows, I'd assume. And it could be a action or puzzle game. I'm going to assume it's a adventure, action, warfare. Could it be... Can it be StarCraft? A second one? No, it can't because it's Blizzard. It's not Blizzard. What's the game where you could have? I think you're leading a platoon, is it? Platoon or a group of military mercenaries from top down isometric stuff, and I think it's turn based. And you have to go into rooms and you run around. What is it called? X something? No. Oh, could it be Red? No, something warfare game, and it has a banger soundtrack. XCOM. Yeah, that might be the first one I'm thinking of. I want to try XCOM. Let's try 2. Oh, that's too new. What is the name of the other one I'm thinking of? I want to say it reminds me of StarCraft and Warcraft in how you have resources and you create military, well, armies. What is it called? It's not Red Dead. But in my head, it has something to do with the red color red. And it's one of those games that people call cult follow. There's a cult following, and it belongs to EA, I believe. And they fucked it up with a mobile version a few years ago. And again, killer soundtrack. Oh, I almost have it. It's not combat. It's the love of. What is it? Command and Conquer. That's the one I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking of. No? What is this? That didn't help me at all. Who the hell is Grinding Gear Games? You think it's Monster Hunter? Is Monster Hunter isn't isometric, is it? And also, it's not made of. I don't think Grinding Gear. No, I'm pretty sure Grinding Gear isn't the publishers or developers of Monster Hunter. That would be Konami. Okay, so here we go. 2005, 2015. I don't know. Still, Warfare is back. And again, action. But none of these. So it's not strategy. And it's not turn-based. Or RTS. Okay. I have no idea. No one's heard of Grinding Gear Games? Never, yeah, same. The creators of, I believe they're creators of Hades. They also made games before that where you have a talking sword. They run. I believe that's what it is, at least. And I'm pretty sure that's top down or isometric view. I can't remember what it's called. I just need to type in something. We need more clues. Or fail the game. One of them. I'm just going to go with that. Ooh, Age of Empires. Well, it might not be because it's not RTS. Either way, let's just try it. And it might be Age of Empires 3 because it's quite new. Well, we can't say we're getting anywhere with this. Okay, so it's not Warfare, at least. I'm so curious what this game is. We have 2 more guesses. Ooh, yeah, Tactics? Because I don't think it's the regular franchise, but it could be Tactics. Isn't it that isometric? I'm gonna try Tactics. Yeah, okay. It's the wrong franchise. We've done nothing for this. This is just a bunch of nothing. Could be role-playing, though. Because I don't think it's turn-based, tactical, or... Right, so it's role-playing game. I assume adventure puzzle. And it's action historical. I don't think it's historical. It's either one of it's these two. Could it be co-op? How about co-op? Is there a co-op game? Oh, wait. Could it be Brothers? From, is it Hazelight? Or was it publisher was, no, because it's Grinding Gear. This is my final guess. I'm gonna go for it. Path of Exile. Okay. Alright, okay. I mean, I know of the game. I've played the game, but yeah, that didn't pop at all. Okay. Dang. Alright. That was fun. Let's back to it. I think that now that I know of Path of Exile, I'm pretty sure I've heard it, but it just didn't register at all. I should probably do something else here. Gridding. Yeah, it's grinding, right? Let's do that. Add plane axis, scale it down, transform, scale, move it back in X. Delete this one. There we go. Now let's do that again. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do it even better by adding Z. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. And I'm not sold on the front part, so I'm actually going to delete these. And we're also going to add a bevel. There we go. All right, so next part. Would be, let's do the hook, because we can always borrow the hook from bench press. So let's go with that. To copy. Move it out to collection. Hmm. Trying to figure out if it should be wider. It probably should. Probably move it out a bit. I'm thinking it should have a thing like this. Seems like it goes around. Kind of hard to tell. I can kind of feel like it's popping out on the other side. So it's probably some kind of hook mechanism. You know, we're going to do it this way. Do it this way instead. And that needs to be active. Wait, what's happening? Oh, that makes sense. Almost. Okay. Come on. What's going on? There we go. That's good. That's better. I would like to bevel that part, though. That's not going to work. I don't know yet. I think it works. Yeah, I think it works. This part, I want to move it in, but I think if I'm going to bevel, I want quads. Pretty sure. Although I'm not sure if I even need to bevel. Don't need that part. I do need that part. Okay. Oh, well, you are so sensitive. Come on. That's insane. Just ordered food. I'm starving. I was trying to order a while ago, but got. Ooh, food. Yeah, that's not bad. What did you go for? What did you order? All right, so now about those holes. That should probably be a texture thing. Am I blind? I am. There you go. Your talk about food makes me hungry too. Awesome. Perfect. I do like that. Unhealthy chicken zinger with cheddar. Oh, that sounds amazing. Cheddar and chicken. But what is zinger though? I'm not sure about that. I'll need to look that up. Ooh, that's is it a KFC burger? That looks absolutely, ooh, that's nice. Dang, now I'm jealous. Similar, all right. Yeah, it's like almost 11 p.m. for me, so I can't really have any food. Or of course I can if I want to, but I should probably not. Should stay away. Okay, so the last thing. Should I add these bars? I could make it simple. And probably the bars and these, what do you want to call them? Is it crossbars? Either way, I should do those. You don't look at time when you're hungry. Fair, fair. I can recognize myself in that. Oh, you need holes? Yeah, but I'm thinking that could be a texture rather than geometry. But yes, we do need holes. Although, again, we might not need holes considering distance and some other parts. I'm not sure yet, but yes, we need to think about it though. Let's add a solidify first to these. Or we could borrow that one. Let's borrow this modifier. The other way around, of course. Let's do this. Perfect. We don't need the bevel one. Or we do. Not gonna lie, this type of modeling is a motivation for the gym. Yeah, I can see that. It helps. That should probably be before the... How about that? Or not? Let's do it this way, I think. Yeah, I was meant to go to the gym today, but I was too tired. Should have gone though, because I feel restless right now. Next, let's do a shade. Do I need to apply this thing? Oh, of course, that should be before the bevel. That makes sense. What's going on down here? You're not meant to do that part. And that's going to happen because, all right. I need to take a step back. Why is it giving me such a poor quality? Why? Well, nothing's active right now. I suspect that it's something else. Well, that is a problem. And there's a high chance we have those. Okay. Next, the bevel. Do a full. And we don't need that extra. It's going to be... Wait, why are you even a segment? I don't want that. There we go. Then we're going to do bevel. Also, no, sorry, solidify. Perfect. There we go. It's starting to look like something. The downside with working with modifiers is that you kind of need to always keep track of what the order and everything. It's always some setting is messing everything up. And from here, what we're going to do is hopefully this should work. But no, it's not. I need to apply both the bevel and this one. Then I can do this. Now I have a different problem. We're going to solve it by doing a small inset. Come on. Why aren't you insetting? Then a bridge. Then we're going to select these, add a bevel weight to them, add a new bevel modifier. Which one is it? Adjust bevel modifier H for help. That's not helping me at all. Something like that, I think. And this is no longer working. Hmm. Why are you doing that? That's not helping at all. Why is it? Okay, so how about this then? How about this? Select these. Where's the clamp? C. All of these things. Sharp edge. Why are you selecting that part? Set the edge needs to be 60. Then you're not selecting that one. Why not? That's weird. I don't need that. That. Something's going wrong. I don't know what. What's going on? Oh, I think I know. I think I know. I think I know. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening. What we need to do is apply. Hmm. There we go. That's better. So it's just the bevel modifier added geometry that I didn't see until I applied it, which makes sense. There we go. Awesome. Not perfect. It's getting there. All right. Just a half a minute or so break. So I'm not sure if I want to finish this one out or in the next stream and go to Unreal and try to create a simple cell shading material. I think I have roughly the idea of how I want to do it. Perhaps, hopefully. I think that could be a bit more fun. I'm kind of tired of modeling. But we do have, I think we have all the pieces apart from that front bar. So I'm going to do this as a reminder to myself next time. There we go. So I'm going to go into Unreal. I want to see if I can get that shade shader to work. Food is here. Watch out. I bite. Yeah. When it comes to food, that is roughly how I work too. I tend to just bite. Let's see. So the thing I want to create. So let's start with adding shape. Do a sphere. I think that could work well. This side, the theory I have, Die, that's a name, or D perhaps. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Let's see. Let's create a material, and let's call this M. I believe this is what cell shading is, at least. And let's go. Open this one, please. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Yes, hi, Die. How you doing? Or is it D? D or Die? Type 1 if it's D. Because otherwise I'm feel like an idiot for saying die all the time. Which I don't mean. Pont light, that's not what I want. Oh, you're Spanish? All right. So I assume then it's D. Your username is D. Would that be correct? So how you doing? What are you up to? Have you done anything fun today? And how's weather in Spain? Is it still sun? I assume you're in the middle of summer. So everyone else in Europe right now. Land. No, is it this one? Like calculations are not deferred. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Would I go about? By the way, did you set up the ads pop in up above Twitch chat? No, that is, well, I did set it up, but it is a built-in Twitch thing. So if you go to like advanced settings in the ads, you can find it. It's at the bottom of that advanced tab. And you can make it so only use it, or only chat, or only mods. So yeah. Kind of works. Although it's not working well with my streaming bot stuff. So I'm just going to do some Googling while we are waiting for the ads to end. Hey, Shrill. Is your rock char done? No. I haven't done anything on my rock characters or rocks in a while. I'm working on Jim right now. Oh, don't worry about it, D. Just do your best. I don't English or Swedish. Those are my languages, so I can't really go for Spanish. But if you understand English, if you just want to be here with music or just watch, perfectly fine. So don't worry about it. You are all right. So hi, what's up, Doc? What have you been up to? I think it's been a while since last time. Have you made some progress on your, I think it was domes the last time I saw you. You were working on a planet, or parts of it at least. How's that going for you? I don't want that. Why should I create a material parameter collection? Got busy with life? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. But you feel like you have a bit more like available time now to work on stuff, I guess. Oh, I can grab that one. Is it? Oh, here we go. Perhaps. Perhaps. I might have to do it a different way. Let's try it though. And let's add it to this thing. I've done this before. What did I do last time? Maybe I'll have the material for this, by the way. All right, so ads are done and we're back. So far, I've only Googled and added a single node in the material, so you haven't really missed anything. If you were unlucky to get some Twitch ads. Last time you at the mesh. Last time you ate the mesh. What? I mean, I can't remember what I did this morning. So if I did something weird last time we saw each other, then I'm not sure. Did I eat the mesh? What was I doing the last time we were talking, Shrill? I can't remember. Was I in the ZBrush at that point, working on the rock? Was hungry. I'm always hungry. So yeah, I am hungry right now because I haven't had enough food for the day. I'm trying fasting, which means like between 8 p.m. and noon the next day, I'm not allowed to eat. So I have like a 6 to 8 hour window each day to eat enough food to last the day, and it's really hard because I'm either always hungry or always full, like going back and forth between those two, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest. It could be in developer, is it? Yes, it's in developer. I used something in this one, didn't I? There we go. So I did use these guys. Okay. Oh, of course, then I did that part. Oh, right. You eat once a day. How can, what? How can you eat? Do you get enough food? Because a normal person, I assume you're part of that equation, would need at least 2,300 calories a day. How can you get that in one meal? That's amazing if you can do that. Oh, now we're talking. You eat a lot in one time. Okay. What's your favorite meal then? I mean, because 2,000 something calories, that's not even a pizza. A pizza is a lot less than that. Or, well, I guess it depends on the pizza, but the pizza we get here in Sweden is usually like 1,800 probably. And that's the fat ones, really greasy ones. What do you eat? What is a meal that one single meal. So what I want to do now is I want to create the cell shading effect, and I need to do that by, I think I need a const. Let's make it 4 because I want 4 gradients. I'm going to multiply this gradient, and now I'm between 0 and 4 in values. After that, I think I need to do a floor. I can highly recommend trying out the floor effect. There you go. Because what it does, it grabs, it looks at each value and brings it down to the nearest whole number. So in my case, I'm between 0 and 4, which means now I have 4, 3, 2, and 0. Or the other way, so 0. Or so, is it 4, 3? It should be 4, 3, 1, 0. Oh, yeah, because you have 0 all in back. Talking about ingredients, it's all in my belly. That was a fast meal, wasn't it? And next, I need to divide with this value. So now I should be back in 0 to 1 space, and just to be sure, let's add saturate. There we go. So with that, there we go. And this should update with my lights. Fun. Looks interesting, I guess. You feel sad you finished it so quickly. Let's see. Do you know the angel in Diablo 3? He's like my Tom Hurt. The other guy asked what did you eat? Lunch and dinner. I don't know why humans need to eat. I don't either, but it's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why I eat, but I do. Yesterday I was out eating 16 buffalo wings, 4 pints of beer, and candy. I ate a lot of candy last night. Way too late, but hey. I feel bad for that angel though. He's missing stuff because food is one of the best things you can have. Okay, so what I don't like is the cutoff. I'm pretty sure cell shading goes all the way around, doesn't it? I need to look that up. Perhaps it doesn't. He became human, so he had to do human things. Ooh, I feel bad for him. I haven't played Diablo 3 in a long time. Oh, that's way too much for me right now. I'm just looking at for cell shading. And there's another one. Okay, I like this guy, but it's not what I'm going to look at right now. It's your favorite story in Diablo 3? The thing is about Diablo 3, I didn't hate it. I actually was one of the few of my friends, at least, that kind of liked Diablo 3. But at the same time, I can't remember shit about it. It's really just gone. I do remember the parts of the expansion, though, because that was a good one. But then it's just nothing. And same with Diablo 4. I didn't even finish Diablo 4. I love what it looked like. Like the art style was amazing, but it's Blizzard. They rarely miss when it comes to art style. It's unfortunate because Diablo is such a great franchise, so kind of hoping there would be a comeback back to Diablo 2 days. We'll see. Now I'm looking forward to, I'm probably going to play the expansion of World of Warcraft. If I have the time. Well, that's also a thing. Can I kind of expand my cell shading? Because it just cuts off so abruptly. Can I expand it? How would I do that? It's probably something along this line. Diablo 3 was, okay, they just sheeped out on shit. They're like, we're having this in the game. Nope, we're just trying not to add in that cool thing. Yeah. It is hard to make a game. I acknowledge that, but I do feel when you're such a big company, yes, you're making more complicated games. But at the same time, I feel like you can take your time a bit more. You should, but I'm guessing higher up deadlines. Yeah, all of those things. But it's unfortunate people don't get the chance to add all the cool stuff or make a bad decision and doesn't add what should have been added. But that's in hindsight, right? Perhaps I can't expand this. Because how would I? How can I expand this gradient? There's no information to grab onto. Oh, by the way, I love this new feature. I don't know how long it's been in Unreal. But usually you would have to right click and start preview node. Now it's just a button. There's a small little button. You can just click it and you can start preview. I don't think you could do that earlier. I love that feature. Let's just add a... Let's do it this way. You know, perhaps using the skylight isn't ideal. There is a chance we're not going to use it in game. You're a big game company, they can do whatever, and Blizzard is one of those companies that don't have deadlines. I can't agree with you to 100%. I think definitely Blizzard has deadlines. I'm pretty sure they do. Though looking at Diablo 4, for example, they had a very generous deadline. But at some point, they are being told it's now or never. They can't do it forever. If they could, they would probably like wait 20 years between each game. So they probably have more lenient deadlines than most games. I absolutely think that. But there's still deadlines and there's still people at the top they need to convince, because Blizzard is no longer in charge. It is Activision. Like, as far as I understood, Activision runs the entire thing. It's no longer the old Blizzard back from 2006 and earlier, like Blizzard North. It's no longer the people. They've been gone for a long time. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to move this down. We're going to add a switch. And if it's true, and it's always going to be true, I'm going to call this use sky at mo. Sphere light. Direction. There you go. And we're going to add a vector. Just pop it in. Let's make this as a default from the top. This is just telling it now we're looking from the top. So if we do this preview, we get this, which is fine. But if I do false, we get that. And that is from the very top. Okay, awesome. So what I can do then is in my level. Oh, I need to make this an instance. Forgot about that. I need to make an instance. Call it MI, cell shading instance. Add that to my cube. From this, I should be able to just enable this. Oh, sorry, I forgot to convert this to parameter 2. Let's do a const light direction. Oh yeah, that needs to be turned off. Now it's from the top. So if I go in and adjust these values, Blizzard and Grinding Gear Games don't have deadlines, and we are talking about the time when Blizzard made Diablo 3, so they were still Blizzard. That might be true, the Blizzard part, that it still might be Blizzard. But as far as I understood it from various sources, not sources that contact me from YouTube videos and things like that, Activision started to move over a lot of Activision employees, higher ups from Activision into Blizzard, and they started then to occupy more and more seats. So they were more loyal to Activision's way of doing it than old Blizzard stuff. Grinding Gears, I don't know much about them. We just realized they are the one who made Path of Exile earlier today. If they had a generous deadline, again, I'm not so sure about that. I think it's generous, but not like gone. I still think there's a deadline. I mean, yeah. It depends, though, I guess, how you look at it. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I think there is a deadline. But yeah, I guess I don't have any a fact to confirm it or a source to say, yeah, this is what it is. There we go. Oh, fun. But this is not cell shading, is it? That looks horrendous. Probably should have a look at this tutorial at some point. But not today, I think. Your games Blizzard, they will push their game back over and over and over till they get it right, or otherwise. Sure. I mean, they've done it, so sure. I'm just thinking if they have to answer to Activision, and I guess it depends on how back we go in time. I think they have to constantly try to convince their Activision overlords, within quotations and with bad word, that they need that extra time. And often they will give it, but it would also depend on the IP. Like, why didn't they get extra time to implement the PvE in Overwatch 2, for example? That was cut off. So they had to release it without the PvE and at the end remove it completely. So I think there's a bit of truth on both sides. Generous deadline, but it's not completely gone. And they can't push it again and then again. They always have to convince Activision that, well, we need this because of these reasons. All right, my bed's calling. I'm off. Cool stream. I'll catch you on next stream. Yeah. Have a good evening, Cobbler. I'll see you on next stream. I'm only going to stream for another 10, 15 minutes, so you're not going to miss much. So have a good evening and good night. Sure. I see a point, but I don't know much when Blizzard was pure Blizzard, but we're going to have to go back how many years? What, 15, 16, 17 years? Because when were they bought by Activision? When did they merge, rather? They started to merge, right? So they merged back in 2008. So after that, they started to become less and less Blizzard as we knew it, or knew it, sorry. D, I don't that comment. Okay. Sorry if I don't understand you completely, D, but if you're worried about the previous thing you said, you're fine. And also, if you don't feel like answering my questions, don't worry about it. You can just lurk and just be here. You're fine. All right. So cell shading wise, I need to look more into that because this is not the. Ooh, you know what we could do though? What if we flip it the other way around, then do a lerp? What if we do it that way? Because I did something similar for another material. It was when the contract ran out in 2012 when Activision took over. Regarding Overwatch 2. Yeah, I can see that happening. Is it all the way back in 2012 though? Die, you're saying mistake was, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Either way, it's perfectly fine. You're absolutely fine. Shrill Dark, I was one of that contract. Yeah. Well, Overwatch, when did Overwatch 1 release? That was in 2016. Okay. And Overwatch 2, that was it last year or the year before that? Was it 2023? Yeah, I might not have all the information. Not really the thing I'm most interested in. I'm just kind of giving back what I'm heard before people talk about. So who knows? I might be wrong. Absolutely. Where is it? The comics. That's the remap value. Do I need to use that, by the way? Actually, why would that make a difference, though? Somewhere in this part, I'm doing a inverse of that dot product. Could be this part. So for this to work the same way, should I add that remap in this part? All I know is Blizzard got to have full control till the end date of their contract. Sure. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. They probably have full control until the end of the contract. Yeah. Though when that contract ended in 2012, is that what we're saying? So until then, yeah. So what I'm thinking though, yeah, I agree. I can't really disagree with you on that because that is very likely fact, right? I'm just saying that chances are, even before the contract ended, you would have, let's call it, infiltrated Activision members on the board of Blizzard, which means that old original Blizzard employees would have less to say on what's happening on the board, like with the higher ups, the CEOs, the vice president, whatever you want to call them. So even then, Activision might have had an influence and a great deal of influence on what Blizzard did. And this is just me speculating on what I think happened, not a criticism of Blizzard. It's just what I think might have happened. Let's see. Let's go back to Blender because I think the cell shading needs a bit more work and I need to look up a few things. So I'm not going to continue, but the theory I had kind of works. It's just the details. I want it to be less. I want to move over the other way around, if that makes sense. Let's see if we can do a few last minute changes in Blender. I'm going to add that bar, crossbar. And the way we would do that is how would we do that? I guess a cylinder could just do it, or we could use some kind of curve. So this is the part we're going for. I'm going to keep it connected though, but I guess we could just use a cylinder. Make it a 8. Let's do rotation in the Y. That's fine. Oh, it's not in the center. That's why it looks weird. Where's X? There we go. Let's add that part. Remove this to a modifier. There we go. What should the angle be? That looks like a 30. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. And we're going to connect those two. So let's add another cylinder. Do it that way. Hmm. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Next would be to figure out how to connect these. Oh, you are on 90 degrees. That's close enough. Or actually, let's do it this way. All right, we can do it that way. One would not been what it was. Paladin stealing every. Wait, what? What would one would have not been what it was. Paladin stealing everything. I don't play Overwatch. I'm not sure if that is a thing in Overwatch. I do know it's a thing in World of Warcraft though. So, what is the connection? I kind of don't see it. But hey, yeah, Paladins. Yeah, they might have stolen a few things. Who knows? There we go. Oop, that's wrong. Oh, right. I need to do that. Now we're cooking. Oh, it's going to be a lot different. But Paladin stole it, so they had to change their game. Really? Still not sure what the Paladins are. Are we talking about the game? Really, I might be tired, but can't really. What's going to be a lot different? So I get the part. It's going to be different, but the Paladins stole it. So they had to change their game. Who's the Paladins in this case? I'm sorry if I'm destroying your joke or something, but I'm really confused. Also, let's not listen to Disney. Although it's almost over. Well, let's just go back. Here we go. Can I? Can I? The blueprint for their chairs they were going to have in those, they're all in Paladins. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but yeah, it turned out well for them either way. So there you go. I guess we should also add a bevel to this part. But it looks like it's broken. Oh, right. I can't do it. I can't add a bevel. And you're still not connected. Why not? Now you are. Either way, let's not do that. What's your problem? Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard something about this. That makes sense though. If things leaks and they have to make big changes, yeah, I can understand they are perhaps a bit pissed and don't want to reveal stuff. Yeah. Makes sense. There we go. I think that is all the goals I had for this stream. I have a squat rack, which was one of the goals. And I did try out something resembling a cell shading material in Unreal. Although it needs quite a lot of refinement, so. And it's 11:40, which means we're doing a 24-hour stream today. Do you want to kill me? No, sorry, dude. I do want to do one at some point. That is a goal. I just need to find a good spot for it. And it's probably going to be on Saturday. If I ever do this 24-hour stream, it's going to be on Saturday. Because every other day is work day, the day after. Imagine me going to work as a zombie. No, that's not going to happen. But I do want to do it. Have you done this 24-hour stream yet, Duck? And I assume it's quite hard because 24 hours just staying awake is not the thing I'm the best at even any longer. I used to be quite good at it when I was young, but nowadays. All right. Let's do this. There we go. Can have a bit of a chat before I leave. That is how I became affiliate. If I had 3 years, I would keep streaming. Oh, there you go. Did you stream while the affiliate requirements were still 50? Because I kind of swapped over to 25 when I started streaming, which is, I'm affiliate now, which is weird to say, but I am. And I'm grateful for everyone who joined me. But I thought I would had to do a lot more work for it. Oh, a 7.5 back then. Oh, there you go. That's well done. Really well done. If you managed to get 75 followers. Yes, you're £2. Have a good one. By the way, while we're talking and just chilling a bit, I'm going to see if we can find someone to raid at some point. Well, followers was the easy part. I feel like if you're genuine in your streaming and just keep doing it, yeah, I can see that happen. Let's do a snooze on the ads. We don't need another ad just before. There we go. There we go. Someone who's just started. So we can try and raid this streamer. I don't know them though, so I might have to look into them a bit. Yeah, ignore the message in chat. Streaming bot will, if I snooze, Steamrope will still do that. Oh, you were playing? Did you play Entropia Universe? That's fun. I used to be, although it was for a short while, I used to be a developer for Entropia. I did it between 2021 and 23. That was my previous workplace. Did you also play Entropia, Pounds? Now we got into some fun talks. Don't want to leave just yet. But to be honest, I never really played the game. That's the thing. I kind of regret that. Yeah, I will make a DC. I have planned for it, but just haven't done it yet, time-wise. I think there's some relaxing stuff going on with that. I've seen people play RuneScape and just doing the agility stuff. I don't know much about it, but as far as I've seen, it's all about clicking buttons back and forth. And they do it for hours, days even. So I guess that's what people do. Just once I landed, people stop watching. That is kind of weird, isn't it? Who knows? I mean, this is no offense to anyone watching or lurkers, whatever. I mean, people are weird. People, what they want to watch is weird. And finding that is even the weird part. One of my best YouTube videos, I do upload videos. The best one, I thought that was my worst video, like the worst stream I've done. All I did was open Photoshop and sketched and talked about brainstorming stuff. That was all I did for 3 hours. Nothing productive, nothing how-to stuff, anything like that. I just talked about what I wanted to do, trying to get out of a creative slump. And that is my best performing YouTube clip. It's so weird. I think it's even the best one in views for streams. PoE Waiting Room is good stream. Like Path of Exile? Waiting Room. Good stream. Okay. Yeah. That said, I should probably end this. Yeah, let's do it. I don't like it, but I do have to get in bed. And it takes me like an hour to just kind of relax before I can even go to bed. So I'm going to pass you on to someone called Pennypop. They seem to be making a game for Twitch chat, which could be fun. People coming to watch and wait with you. Like I said, people are, in the best way possible, weird. And I like it. All right, I'm going to start this raid. Here we go. So thank you all for showing up. If you want to, please, if you're already following on YouTube, please consider doing that, or just give me a follow here on Twitch. I'll be back on Saturday because it's Thursday today, so don't do it. It's a trick. You bastard. And also, do look up Duck, because he has a few fun stuff going on. And Pounds, I'll hope to see you around. And everyone else in chat. And also on YouTube side, please. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to end stream now. No more raids. Oh, sorry, ads. Okay, I'm going to pass you on. Sorry, I'm babbling. Have a good evening, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.